Good morning! Welcome to Natasha Makes. It's amazing, I've changed everything over and it works now.
I believe you. I don't know how you do it. It's too complicated for my little brain.
It's just pressing things, but
yeah,
it helps when the
far
screen
too complicated
works.
for my little brain.
I have the very lovely John Cole Morgan with me this morning. Whoop whoop! Yay! There is his hand. You will see more of him imminently. In a fabulous shirt, actually, John. I don't feel like we've fully appreciated the shirt.
Well, it's only because it's been on for 35 seconds and we're running around like blue ass.
That too.
Silly things
Say
all
to me,
morning.
it's the heating on. It's a bit warm.
It's so bad I've even had a coffee. Traffic. Yay! Great idea.
Yay.
Who thought that would be a good one?
I don't know. Why does everyone want to go back to work? What's going on? Anyway, good morning to all of you who are with us this morning. It is Make It Monday. We are making this today with, I'm going to guess, it's FPP again.
It might be a little bit of FPP. But
If we've got a cheat for the middle, so.
You've got them made over there. We've got a cheat on the cutting board in front of you. But this may be FPP, but this is FPP on steroids. It took me almost 4 hours to make the main block.
That?
Yep. It's not a joke. It is not a joke, that one.
So that's not for the faint-hearted.
Nope. But I've got a hack for you.
faint-hearted.
I've got a hack for you, so don't worry. You're not going to have to do it if you need to. I promise I've always got a hack for you.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm a little relieved for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to put my hair up out of the way again. I meant to sort that out as well. Also, in honour of John, and we do like to honour you, John.
I kind of want to turn all the lights off so everybody can see the smiley glow in the darkness.
We do have fabulous glow-in-the-dark things. Not just things. We have Lewis and Irene glow-in-the-dark. Look, I know. Actually, what month is it? Are we June or July?
June. But
I know
the
we're only
makes take
June.
forever. They take ages. So you've got to be making Halloween now, and next month it's Christmas.
I know. So here's how it goes, right? Conversations in the car every morning.
Mm-hmm.
Mummy, is it Halloween yet?
Oh.
No, Emily, it's not.
But
Is
at
it
least it's not her
Christmas?
birthday.
Huh?
She keeps asking about her birthday before.
No, she's given up on her birthday. It's all about Halloween at the moment.
Perfect.
That's all she's interested in is Halloween. But Mummy, I don't like snakes. That's fine.
What about spiders?
She's all right with that.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we've been to enough petting zoo things where you can poke a tarantula for it to be fine.
I'm sorry, what now?
Everyone loves that.
There are moments in this world where I'm very glad I have no children, and the
Yep.
idea of a child prodding a... No, I'm good,
Yep.
thanks.
Yeah, I think you have to like...
Did you make this coffee? It's very good.
Oh, is it?
I don't normally like coffee.
I was gonna not answer that until the rest of that sentence came out. Neither confirm nor deny that one.
Is Lisa Chandler here today?
I don't know. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's just see who's with us this morning before I show you all of our beautiful wares. Gemma's telling everyone that you're with us this morning.
Morning, Gemma.
Morning, Joy. Were you on a retreat or something this morning?
Oh my goodness. So I don't know if you've ever heard or done a retreat with the quilting ladies.
I've never done a retreat.
We literally, the sewing room is open for about 17 hours. They start at 9 in the morning and I'm always the last to leave, and it's normally about 2:30 in the morning.
Right.
And it is hysterical laughter, lots of gin, so much fun you don't know what to do with yourself.
Yeah.
And it's
Cake?
just oversensitization on every level, more food than you can shake a stick at. And all you do is sit and sew. And then the minute I tried to go to bed last night, I was like... I couldn't even
Is
go
that
anywhere
everything in your
near
head?
anyway.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
it was brilliant. It was absolutely
So you had a
brilliant.
good one.
But you do need the Monday off to kind of just lie in a darkened room with no noise for a little while.
Sorry, you've got us.
Oh, I'm delighted.
We'll give you coffee instead.
Delighted.
We have got Grace with us, Joy with us, Jane. Morning, Jenny.
Morning.
Good morning, Natasha and John. Cannot stop for the whole show.
What?
As
It's all right, you can catch us up.
Ali's back to the vets for his second jab.
Oh.
Morning, Anne. She's morning both. Morning, Grace. Morning, Sylv. Morning, Elizabeth. Did you manage to drag yourself away from puppies? Morning, Karen. What is the fabric behind you? Full-on panto voice. It's behind me. You are going to need a glow-in-the-dark dress, Karen. Just saying. Morning, Joy. Morning, Karen. Morning,
That's
Debbie.
a really good idea, the glow-in-the-dark dress thing.
I know.
I'm
Because
looking at that double-sided panel.
I'm thinking double-sided panel.
Hello.
Cut that in half, and then
but
maybe some spiders.
The spiders
up
is the
top.
bustier, and the thing. Oh, I like it.
Piff thinking down there for dancing. Morning, Vicky. Morning, Elaine. Morning, Tina. Morning, Pam. Morning, Brenda. Morning, Natalie. Morning, Bernadette. And morning, Lisa. She says, OMG, I didn't even think you were with Natty. No, sorry, John. Hi, Tash.
Morning.
She did see me. We waved and everything to Australia. Morning.
Hello.
Morning,
Was that
Julian.
Lisa? That was very funny because Lisa, we've got 3 minutes to go. I'm trying to relearn a pattern I wrote about a year ago, and I'm thinking, I made that. That's my pattern, really? And then Lisa rings, and we're like, oh, goody, Lisa. 3 minutes, Lisa. Love you lots. Bye,
Yeah, bye. We'll see you later. Morning, Margaret. She says, happy Monday, Natasha McCarthy and John Cole Morgan. I'm only with you till 11 today, so don't hold back. We won't. Elizabeth, yes, the only people in the entire world that call me Natty New are, in fact...
Natty New, is that an option?
No, Lisa and Rob, and it's only because they're out of reach in Australia.
Well,
morning,
that.
Patricia. Morning, Claire. She's relaxing after a busy weekend.
Can I interrupt that?
Go on
Natty
then.
New it can be adapted. If someone's grumpy with you, it could be Natty Poo.
I mean, my kids would love that.
No,
They'd
we're
find
not
that
going to encourage
hilarious.
that. We're not.
Any mention
There are
of
moments
that.
I know that you're very, very sad. You encourage your children to speak. I love it, but yes. What was it Freddie said in the party? Was it Freddie or Emily about the rug? At the next party they went
yeah. So we went to your party and you had your beautiful faux fur rug that feels like rabbit fur.
Yep.
And basically they just use it as a giant etch-a-sketch to draw things with their finger and then smooth it over and then So the next party, which was Vicky's, who's watching this morning.
Morning, Vicky.
And Emily was like, where is the special
Rug.
snow angel fabric? She didn't really and Vicky's just... Gemma had to come along and interpret what was happening.
But they were doing snow angels.
They
up
were
there.
doing
That
snow
was very
angels.
funny.
Emily now has a pink one for her new bedroom.
Is it the same? Oh, perfect.
I'm blaming you for that,
You're
along
very
with
welcome.
many other things. Morning, Alison! She says she's looking forward to seeing your next block. Morning, Yvonne. Morning, Tracy. Morning, Sue. Morning, Denise. Morning, Pamela. Who is Lisa's mum?
Hello.
Good morning, Lisa's mum.
That's the second time I'm saying good morning to her or good evening.
Well, Yvonne's here from Melbourne. Danny's here.
We had Lisa's podcast last night, and I've had such rave reviews about how amazing Lisa
Because
is.
she's fabulous.
Oh, she's amazing.
Yeah.
And you and her were so easy to edit because I literally just had to move 3 or 4 things, cut 3 or 4 things out, and it was just natural. It was perfect. Perfect.
Cut.
It was brilliant.
Don't call me one take Tash for nothing. Morning, Kate. She said, Karen says, just to let you know, I finished a frock yesterday with the ruby star fabric with the daisy print from last week. She's very pleased with the result. You don't hang about. I love that about you, Karen. Morning, Dorothy. She says, I was just looking for glow-in-the-dark fabric. Hope you're well. Dolly, it's on the website under today's show. If you go to Make It Monday on the website, click on that and then click Select All. It will show you everything. Morning, Zoe. Morning, Anne. Morning, Heather. Morning, Sally. Morning, Hazel. Morning, Sue. And Susan. Elizabeth says, Karen, none of your lovely dresses could be described as a frock. I don't know when a frock becomes a dress or a dress becomes a frock.
You're
What's the
asking
crossover?
me.
I don't know why I'm asking you. It was more of just a
My
question.
answer would be if it has sequins in, it's everyday wear.
Well, I mean, I'm not
Exactly.
going to argue with that. Do you want to see them, John?
Like, hello.
We only put these on the show because of
Oh
you
my
being here. Look at this double-edged border and glow in the dark. I'm so excited for these.
They are really good.
I think, do you think Emily needs a dress out of that?
I'm not answering stupid questions this early in the morning. Of course she does.
She's-
But
well-
there's 3 different colorways. You need to do all 3 colors.
You know what happens is the Emily's pillowcase dress is perfect for border
it's
border
absolutely
fabrics.
brilliant.
And then if you need to make them a little bit longer as she gets older, then I just add a border down the bottom.
Or even you just use one of the coordinating because you can see the blue star underneath.
Oh yeah,
there would
yeah,
go
no,
perfectly
absolutely.
with that.
So what I do,
But how do we show people the glow in the dark? Because I know they don't believe you.
Oh no, so basically anything white on here is basically glow in the dark.
And it does, it goes bright green.
On the website,
You've
think
got the
we
image
have
of it,
the
yeah.
image of what it is
But
because
what's really spooky in my office is I've got these really powerful lights at the top, like daylights.
yeah.
And the minute you turn them off and you just see the fabric glowing in the dark behind it.
It's
And
fabulous.
apparently it lasts for about 5 years.
Right, you do have to charge these
Yes.
in daylight.
Oh, the normal bright enough light can
yeah.
do it, yeah.
But just when it's been packaged and it's sent
Yeah.
to you, don't get out think it's going to like glow. No, it's got to glow. You've got to get it glowing. This is your haunted house. I love these. The thing is though, right, John, if I make Emily a dress out of this, what do I make for Freddie?
Well, I think you can always just bribe him with something else.
Okay, yeah, fine. I could make him a bag. I could make him a backpack or something.
You see, I think the one over your left hand, underneath the flatter and the gorgeous octopus, I think that's more Freddie than the thing.
I'll show you that in a moment. So I think this is perfect for a dress, or actually, do you know what? Even if you just took a piece like that, you could get two then, couldn't you? And just
Exactly.
bordered it. You could have some nice little quilts.
So for my Halloween...
Halloween picnic quilts.
Exactly.
Yay!
For me, I did a Halloween compendium quilt last year, and I used this to back it with.
Oh, nice.
Because it's really good as a backing if you wanted to do something like that. I love that.
Do you know what? It's the thing I love about Lewis and Irene is it's Hannah. She gets overexcited with glow in the dark stuff, and I really, really love that because it just means that she shoves a whole load on it.
Yep.
And she doesn't really care how much extra it adds onto the cost. She's just like, I must have it because
Quite right.
look at these. Aren't they rather
I just wish we
fabulous?
could turn the lights off to show you, but you can't, unfortunately. But check the website; it's got the pictures on.
Yeah, no, the trouble is if we turn the lights out, we turn
Everything
off
else will go off,
everything.
yeah, can't do that.
Yeah. So please don't do that, John. Please do not do that. Oh, and
And
then
the spiders. Well, you see, Freddie might like the spiders as well.
he would love the spiders, but he would love those
In pyjamas.
every day.
What about pyjamas?
Actually, you can use these fabrics for pyjamas, I believe.
I think all of them you can. You've just got to make sure you wash them all first.
Yeah. But yeah, he would probably enjoy those phenomenally. And any little boy that loves a bit of Spider-Man.
Because those have got a splash of glow in the dark as well, don't they?
Well, anything white on
yeah.
these, they are all glow in the dark. So yeah, anything like that is going to be absolutely perfect.
gorgeous.
Cushions and book cushions and stuff like that, absolutely fabulous. And then,
But we were saying earlier that you could do a whole load of bunting out of this as well for Halloween.
yes,
So Andrew's a little bit scared because now we have a house and we have a garden
yes.
and we have
I mean, he should just be
several
scared
sections of garden.
anyway. Yeah, your garden's beautifully.
But you see, then I discovered TikTok, and then I discovered all the things you can do for Halloween, like AKA buying screens where you can project different images onto the screens in the garden with a play-along soundtrack.
What?
No, it's terrifying.
What is this newfangled thing?
You don't need it, Natasha. I'm not even showing you.
I'm gonna go. I'm just.
You
gonna
can
do
just
a
come to the
close-up.
Halloween party and bring Emily, and she can then tell everybody else about
She will
it.
love it. She will.
Isn't that
love it.
amazing?
Look at that. Swirly, whirly, whirly, candeliers, cats and hats.
It's incredible.
Love it. Glow in the dark as well. Look at the cauldron as well. I love this because the more you see of it, the more you
The more you look at it, and each
Yeah.
time you look at it, you see a different thing.
love it. I think they've really excelled themselves this year with their Halloween fabric. And also, glow in the dark. Pumpkins.
Love the pumpkins. My friend Michelle is pumpkin mad. Don't you have the pumpkin pattern as well?
I do have a pumpkin
The
pattern.
pumpkin pattern out of
Yep.
that pumpkin would be amazing.
Yep,
That'd
all
be
of that.
really good.
All of that. All of the pumpkins in all of the world
Yes.
out of that.
Quite right. Now, while you've got those down there, can I ask you to cut me a 6.5-inch strip of the, which one am I going to go with, orange and white or black and orange?
What for? What?
Well, I'm making. I've got to make things out of it.
I know,
Do
but what are you making?
The bag.
So what? One of those?
Or do you want to do the pumpkins? Which do you think Emily would like more? And
Oh, I thought
Freddie
you were
would
doing
like
it for
more?
Freddie.
Both. There'll be enough
Okay,
for
so
both.
why don't you do that on the outside for Freddie, that on the outside for Emily, and then
the
switch them
stars
over.
for the inside?
Oh, I was going to line it with.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, that's brilliant. Absolutely perfect. 6.5-inch strip of each of those, please, ma'am. While you've got them there, you see, I'm just.
Right up.
Can you see what Lady Josephine has to deal with me every day?
I love Lady Josephine. It was
Oh,
so
she's
lovely to
so
meet
lovely.
her the other day.
Sylvia would just tell me to go away. Cut it
Would-
yourself. Stop being lazy.
Oh, John, did you forget that last time?
Did I perhaps leave the book that I'm supposed to be sampling for my pattern next month?
I don't know. I think
Because
you
that
just left
and my
everything.
ruler have disappeared. Or I've put them somewhere safe. I was hoping Gemalala, I would have put it in her bag. Ooh, the look I'm getting now. It's all right.
John, I'm going to cut this just over.
Perfect.
And then you can cut
Is it the
back.
first cut?
Yeah.
Oh, first cut's always the deepest.
There we go.
Jem,
Jem, did
holding
we-
the song in. The first cut is the deep. Did you see Kate Bush is back in the charts?
No, I didn't.
With the Stranger Things song.
Gemma, how did we load these fabrics? Are they by the half metre? Are they...
We're cutting 7 inches off.
412 are available as a collection.
Right.
The double-edged borders are separate and the trick-or-treat panels are separate.
I
was
haven't
gonna say
shown
they're
that yet.
15.
Okay.
Right, so what I haven't shown you yet, everybody, hang fire, are the 1 yard panels.
These are amazing.
Now,
But these for bags, oh my god, because they are bag patterns, aren't they?
basically, yes.
It's genius. Oh,
Look at that. So you've got your instructions down here. There we go. Isn't that just perfect? So you can just, if you want to just do the bags, then you can, because you've got everything that you need then. Perfect. But then also we do have John's Halloween compendium. So that's going to make you a couple of bags. But what you might want to do, if you want to do them really smart, is line them with some of the other fabrics.
yeah.
That's what I would be doing.
And if you want to keep the cost down, you don't have to line it with a Halloween fabric. You can just do a plain.
Yeah, plain black or plain orange. And I would go orange.
I won't deny, I think this colourway suits me better.
Suits you better.
Suits me
Suits
better. I
you,
prefer
sir.
this colourway.
There you go. So there are your handles.
But you see where the little
There they
ghost is and the circles? Those are those meant to be...
These are stuffies.
I was going to say stuffies, yeah.
So these are what they call stuffies. So you basically cut them out, sew around them and stuff them with stuff.
Yep, stuff them with stuff.
Stuff them with stuff.
And then throw them at people.
Well, do you know what?
Oh, can I just ask? It's off camera, so I apologise. Why is there a ukulele?
Oh, Emily's learning the ukulele.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you excited about this?
Um,
I think children with musical instruments is great fun.
she sings quite a lot, so she strums and sings. Actually, she's not bad.
That's wonderful.
She's not bad.
I think the worst gift I ever got was one of my friends who had children was I got their child a set of drums. But
Freddie had drums. He loved them.
The
He liked
old
to just
school drums. Which
bash
didn't have
anything.
head- yeah,
Yeah, no, Freddie
but
had.
they lived in
yeah.
a one bed flat.
Ooh.
I was very popular for a while.
No, you weren't.
Yep.
No, you weren't, John. I'm going to tell you that
And
for
then
nothing.
apparently, drums can fly.
Out the window.
Mommy told her the drums can fly, and they've flown away for a little while.
Amazing.
They went and moved into their storage unit for a few
Wow.
months.
Do you know what? Yeah, Freddie just, I've got a beautiful little video of Freddie going, Mummy, I need a 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he just bashes everything. He hasn't changed really. He still just likes
Well, you
to
would
bash
want them
stuff.
to. They're amazing.
Yeah, he started Minecraft now, and I'm like, "Oh, Freddie, what are you doing?" He's like, "I found TNT, and I'm just demolishing everything." I'm like,
Have you made him a Minecraft quilt
Nothing
yet?
has changed. No, what?
They're amazing.
What Minecraft quilt?
Well, when we do the quilters grid with our Tilda collection, I am so excited. I got to stroke all the Tildas this morning. You can make a Minecraft quilt using the quilters grid.
Okay, well,
could
we
actually
might
do
need
that.
to look at that then, because I very much doubt that I'm going to be the only mother with a Minecraft crazy child.
Yep.
I don't really understand what it is, but he seems to be.
It doesn't matter. He's happy.
He's
and
happy
he's in a
building
safe space and
things,
he's
knocking
enjoying
things down, doing everything that he wants. John, I'm going to get you to come over here, and I would like you to tell everyone about the Tilda quilt. And somewhere we've got the pattern,
Gemma,
which I think
do we
Gemma
have the
might
pattern
have
for
a
the
little
Tilda
rummage for.
She's looking at me blankly.
And I think it's on the desk, Gem, because I was having to order.
46 fabrics.
There was
Isn't
a
that
lot.
Scary thing to order.
Yeah, and then when it arrived this morning, and Jane and I had to tick it all off. So this is, thank you, my love.
I get
This
so
is
excited
the
every time I
quilt
see
that
it.
John. Oh, hang on. That there, John Cole Morgan.
Well, the reason this came about
yeah.
is
Give everyone the excuses.
Because good old Vlizelina came up with this amazing product called Quilter's Grid.
Which
And-
we've used a lot, and we've
I love Quilter's Grid.
We've done things like the Lazy Quilter's bag and
But
all
just
sorts of things.
Look at that pattern. I mean,
know.
seriously,
I know.
how can you not love that? So the quilt has got 46 different colours. The quilt finishes at 63 by 81 inches. Do not get alarmed.
Is it 46 or 36?
63 by 81.
No, the actual number of fabrics in
46.
there. Is it 46? I thought it was 36.
46 fabrics, 2,268 squares. Don't be alarmed. That is why they invented the stripology ruler.
The stripology and the Quilter's Grid.
Yeah.
So if you
honestly, look
don't
at
have that in your life, you will
need it.
possibly need
So
it.
what we're going to do is we're going to do this every 2 weeks. This pattern is free, so you can download this off the website and it's free.
Do you know what we're going to do, John?
Oh,
We are going to pop it in with everybody's pack.
Brilliant.
We're not charging for it.
Yeah.
It's not for resale or anything like that. We're just going to pop it in because we know that you don't like to print stuff off, and we totally get that. Morning, Kay. Morning, Rona.
But what we're going to do is we're going to break it down into 9 segments because the way they've written the pattern is brilliant. You've got
Do you
these
wanna do that
9
on a
different
close-up, my love?
squares. Yep.
There you go.
So you've got these 9 different squares. That's units 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you can see that's 1, 2, and 3. Wrong way around. 1, 2, and 3. And that makes up the top third of the quilt over there. So the great thing with the Quilter's Grid is that you can then make your life a lot easier. Thanks, Natasha. You'll then be able to get the Quilter's Grid is as wide as these are, and then you just cut them 36 inches long with a little bit strip left over to make your markings, and you can put the squares on there, and then when you sew them all together it just makes your life a lot easier using the Quilter's Grid, which is why it's 6.5 meters of it.
Yeah, something
7 meters of
ridiculous
it.
like it in there. Yeah,
So
yeah.
it is a massive kit. So normally what they're recommending is that you put all the squares together like that and then sew the rows together.
no.
But we're going to do it differently. We're going to do it every 2 weeks,
Yeah.
aiming mid to end of July, just to make sure that everybody's got their kits and
Yeah.
you've cut all your pieces out and everything.
So the fabric has arrived today. I
Yep.
will be cutting them today. It's kind of last orders. If anybody wants in on it. Now, please bear in mind, these are big kits. We are giving you so much extra in these.
There is
so
a
that
lot left over.
The only thing is, if you want to do a second one or matching pillar or a smaller one or anything like that, you'll just need more Quilter's Grid and more of the peacock.
Yep,
Everything
the
else you
peacock.
will have
But
plenty
you've got quite
of,
a few bolts of the peacock, don't you?
I think.
Should be all right.
Now,
But the one
Margaret,
thing to remember with these as well, and Tash and I are going to talk about how we do this, where it says fabric 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, you're going to need a lot of sandwich bags or plastic bags to put these all in. So all of your fabrics are numbered down here. So Tash, Jane, Gemma and I will sit today and discuss how we do that, because it's going to be a lot easier.
we're going to label every fabric. We've
Yes.
already discussed that. We're
Perfect.
going to label every fabric and the kit will go out.
Perfect. So when you get
Like
your
that.
fabric and you've got what we're calling latte, for example, it'll have a label on it. Do not lose the label. So take that label, stick it on your little sandwich bag that you're going to put into, and then turn to this page over here, and that will tell you how many squares to cut out of the latte.
Yeah, how
it's going to
you
be a lot easier
organise
to do
that
it.
is
I
gonna be
will
up for
be
you.
doing this from week 1. So don't get worried about if you haven't cut anything out. Don't worry about it. Just read through the pattern and we'll be doing the whole thing from start to end with you.
Yay.
And the stripology ruler, if you've never had a stripology ruler before, it is phenomenal to be able to do this. So check it out. And there's a huge discount on it at the minute. So
Yeah, there is a
we all
big
like a good
discount.
discount.
Colette, yes, she's going to make it for a king-size bed. She says, could I add a border? And if so, could you advise on a colour, please? Colette, I'm going to say
Do the
that,
petrol, the peacock.
well, you can do extra of the peacock, which is the main one. Or if you wanted to, just pick your favourite colour out of that. We will then, whatever colours we have left over, we will add cut to order to our website. So if you find one that you love, when you get your kit, Colette, just pick the colour that goes in your room,
Exactly.
you know, and just because all the colours are in there.
Exactly.
And it'll just
what you
pull
can
that colour.
do is you've got the fabric here, you've got the picture here. When you get your kit, just pop it out the corner. So just line it, like cut the picture out, pop it out the corner with the fabric that you've got and see what works for you. Because that will be a nice way of being able to make sure that you've got everything from there. Gemma?
Yeah.
Block 7
Yeah.
is here.
And block 6.
Perfect.
You've
you don't
got
need
everything.
block 7 just yet.
Oh, we're
I
getting...
haven't written block 7 yet.
Ah.
That's tomorrow's problem.
Ah.
So, yes, we're very excited about this. How many have we gotten so far? About 14, 15?
I don't know how many more we can make, Jem. How many more did we buy fabric for in the end? I don't know. It's whatever's loaded on the website was what it ended up being. I know that we've slept since then, haven't we?
That's not allowed.
I know, right?
We had an amount and then we extended because we were trying to be nice to everybody.
Yeah, and get it on for everyone. So those of you that have ordered, my job today is to cut all of those.
Yeah, because you're a bit short-handed this week, aren't you?
Yeah, Inga's away. She's in Scotland. SJ is in the Seychelles or somewhere.
Oh, how dreadful.
Awful.
Awful.
Just awful.
Awful.
So it's Jane, Gemma and me. Yay!
I can give you an hour and then I'll be
Oh,
rocking
bless
quietly
you.
in the corner.
Yeah, no, it's all right. We'll send you to the cafe to get a salad.
So, one of the reasons we are here today is to do the block of the month. I will do a little bit of a recap for you as to what we've done so far. I've tried to be a little more organised this week than usual.
Why is that?
So, this is the block of the month. It is a little bit smaller than what you would usually make because you can tell the block is smaller there, whereas the block you make into size is there. It just made life easier having this to be able to then show you how you're doing. This is block 6 that we're doing today.
That is amazing.
It is incredible. But honestly, this is... In South Africa, we had a term. If you were really clever, you were what they called higher grade. This is higher grade FPP. It is a pain. At 3 o'clock, about 1 o'clock this morning, I was like, why am I doing this? Whose stupid idea was this? And then there's the not high grade one, which is much more simple, but I'll show you exactly how I've done that as well, because this is a lot easier to do and
looks just as lovely.
just as effective.
Yeah.
Because these are block 7 and the fabrics for block 7 are right here. So it's exactly the same fabrics for number 6 and 7. It just gives you that little pop there, and we've got a few more greens in block 7. So block number 1, in case you have missed them, these are the block number 1s. We've got 2 colorways on them. This is the colorway that we are suggesting in our solids. And then we had a gorgeous cave colorway here. I think we've still got a couple of the cave colorways, don't we?
Couple, yeah, not many.
Not many, but the cave colorway adds that nice little pop of it. So that's block number 1. And then we've got block number 2. This was our block number 2. And what I've tried to do on these is that when you do get your blocks, you can actually make 4 of them. And by making the 4 of them, it makes a secondary flower. So you can go and make a whole different collection of colours that way. It's just such a nice little change. And then obviously we've got the cave colourway as well, which has got the Aboriginal dot, which is just really fun and funky. So that's block number 2. And then we had block number 3. So this was the original colourway here. I've used a grunge because I couldn't find my lavender, but the lavender is this colour. I don't know if it's lavender or amethyst. So it's ever so slightly lighter, and I actually prefer it with it being lighter there. But we also had the cave colourway there with the Millefiore, and it's caladium, isn't it?
Caladium, yes. Yes,
I embarrassed
caladium.
myself on my live feed last night saying the word I usually call it.
Oh.
So that is block number 3, and then block number 4. Again, you can see when you then put these together to make 4 of them, we're just going to imagine the 4th one there. It just gives you that nice little colourway. So these are the original colourways that we're suggesting, and we've got a cave combo in there as well. And then last but not least, we've got number 5, which has been done. And just like with the other ones, you can then change these around to have a secondary flower if you wanted to.
Boom! beautiful. Oh, I love that.
Isn't that gorgeous? And then we
Yes.
use the cafe as well, and the cafe is really special with that. And I think that the choice of this was the brassica, isn't it?
Yes.
The brassica. I'm getting better at this. So the brassica actually then gives you that effect of the extra leaves in there. So this is a really good little colour combination there. Well done, the Gemalala and the Natasha. So that is block number 5. And then this week we are doing block number 6. You can see how incredibly effective this is. It really, really works. But when we go close up on it over here, you can tell it is... Sorry, Tash.
Oh, sorry. Just
You can
Gemma's trying to do maths with
All right.
me.
You can tell that that is very, very, very difficult to line up. And anybody who is going to look really closely, you can tell at the top there I've ever so slightly missed my point, and in the middle I've missed my point. But when you turn this around, you can see why I've missed my point, because we've got
it's all
so
going on.
many layers of fabric in the middle there. Even by pressing the fabric open, you are going to miss that point. So this is the one way of doing it. This is the correct way. This is the way the pattern's written. But what I've also done is I've done it exactly the same way, but all I've done is left out the middle sections. So you've only got 2 pieces that you're stitching on there, being the yellow, orange, and the yellow and the cream, or the orange and the cream. So that works really well as well. It's just entirely up to you how you want to do it. So that is our original colorway on block number 6. And then we've got the gorgeous Cave colorway again.
Ooh.
Now, I think I have organized this correctly. Famous last words.
Go on.
So I think what we'll do is we'll start with the simple collection. So this was the colorway we did for the Cave colorway, for the alternate. That's the word I'm looking for. And you can tell this is the original color.
Now, just
but
tell me,
what's
John.
so great about it is the scale. You do need to be careful how you do the scale on this one.
So you could pick which bit of it you wanted, which bit of the
Exactly.
flower you wanted. Could you do
Exactly.
it so that you got like a windmill of a flower?
Yes.
Could you?
It's incredibly difficult to do that because of the size of the pieces you're doing, but you can definitely do it. You can see over here we've started to get the colorways going around, and then when I do it over here, it just gives you that nice way of being able to do it. And the great thing is as well, it doesn't matter what area you use. This is the orange, the
gonna
cave
work.
is the orange, and this is this the gold? As what we've used is the yellow. It just works so beautifully together. So I'm just going to give you a quick view of the kits very quickly. So the original kit, because we've got 2 different levels of the kits now, you can either buy the whole kit as a bundle, which will be enough to make everything. That is available on the website as well, or you can buy just for the block. So this week for the standard colorway, we've got the cream, we've got the orange, got the yellow, I think that's amethyst or lavender, I can never remember, and then we've got the magenta at the back. And that just goes really beautifully in order to make it like that.
Hurrah! Fabulous.
So that's the solid colorway. Now, one thing just to bear in mind is the scale of this does lend itself towards solids. However, with the scale of these gorgeous Cave, they do work incredibly well as well. So for this one, we didn't want to overload it with pattern. So we've still got the cream. We've changed the yellow to be this beautiful gold. And then we've got the same amethyst or lavender, I can never remember which one, for the light purple. But we then put this gorgeous dark purple in.
Love, 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 love,
And
love.
this colorway here for our Cave color combination on here. And you definitely can fussy cut and move things around to see how you like it. With these gorgeous big white flowers, maybe you want to just try and get all the white flowers in it. It's entirely up to you. I just literally decided, oh, it's there. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. At that point, I was just wanting to get it finished. So I wasn't paying as much attention to it. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to give you the simplified version of it. This is half of it already made. This is another quarter of it. And what we're doing is you've got your yellow section and you've got your orange section. You can see over here, that is my seam line.
Right.
And then over here, that is my seam allowance. So I'm just cutting roughly 1/4 of an inch all the way around for my seam allowance, just to be able to not have too much fabric on there. We're going to start with the orange, and all I'm doing here is, instead of stitching all of those on, I'm going to take the wrong side of my fabric to the wrong side of my paper, and I'm just going to position that in the middle of the fabric. You can see it's a bit bigger than what I need, and I'm going to fold on the line between G6 and G5. I'm going to ignore all of that and just do that as one piece. So all I'm going to do is fold on that G6 line, and then find a little bit of cream, and we've done the FPP quite a bit now, so I'm hoping everybody remembers how I do it. Now, I have not used your sewing machine here before. Let's give this a go. Hopefully I've done this well. Wrong side of the foot.
Oh, yeah, go for the chunky end. It's all good.
Now one thing, oh, stitch length.
It just does what it wants to do, but you need to turn it down, don't you? So, John, what should we turn it down to?
1.5, 1.6. What you're looking for is, when you're stitching, that there's still space between your paper and your fabric.
Right.
And your paper isn't tearing apart. So if you want to have a little look at it over here, I'm hoping that will show, maybe not. What you're looking for is, you've got the length of the hole that it creates and the length of the paper are roughly the same. So on this one, I did it at 1.4. That is a little bit tight, so I've just increased it to 1.6. Okay. So all I'm doing over here now is I'm just trimming off that excess fabric over here. And I'm using the same ruler that I used for the whole block, only because it makes life a lot easier, making sure you're being consistent with the fabric. And then all I'm going to do now, that's very hot today.
I think it's just always hot. Does it feel more hot?
Yep.
Does it? Do you think?
So all I'm doing now is pressing that down. And my cheat block is now done. I'm now going to trim this down.
Hang on. What now?
So literally that is all I've done. Is we're not doing all the little seams over here. I have just stuck a piece of whole fabric on there, and I'm now finished. So that's, when I trim it down, that's that section there. It's the easy way of doing this block, and you can then just see if you prefer to do it this way or not. It's your call entirely, but I wanted you to have options, because this is not a simple block. It is one of those ones that you may look at and go, oh my actual word. I think there are 48 seams in a 5-inch block.
What?
Now I know that's a little daunting. I'm currently working on a 410 seamed FPP block in 10 inches.
Of course you are.
Of course I am.
Of course you
It's
are.
mental.
Beautiful.
And I've made a mistake.
What?
And you can't unpick it.
Oh no.
It's very annoying.
How big is said mistake?
It's less than it's a 1/16 of an inch, but it's a log cabin, so you can't really undo it.
John.
No, it's beyond.
And when did you
hideous.
realise said mistake?
Oh, I was on row 170 at this point. And the problem is, you have to start again. Try not to cry. So that's what we end up with.
Hang on. I was just...
It's all right. That's
hoping
what
you
we
weren't
end
gonna
up with.
cry.
And it just makes your life that little bit easier than trying to do all those seams. We're going to do those seams anyway. I'll show you how we're doing it. So anybody wants to see that again, I've got to do it for the yellow as well. So all I'm doing is I'm lining my yellow up along that line there. I then fold it on that stitch line between number 6 and number 5. I put my little bit of extra cream on there. Fold that back, and then I just literally sew down this line over here. It's very confusing because it tells me to lower the presser foot.
It does love a lowered presser foot. It does.
Right.
I love the little frown on your face.
It's confusing. You know what men are like? You've got, oh my.
Uh-oh, what's happened?
When you do FPP,
Yeah.
you will see my cream has folded over.
Uh-oh. Is this a problem?
I don't know. Let me trim it. Hopefully it's not.
Oh, John, where is the sleep? Bless
We're
you.
just going to imagine that that's not there. We're just going to imagine.
Oh, bless you.
Oh. I'm going to have to do that again because your iron has just burnt the fabric. Can I turn this down somehow?
That undoes the... Hang on a minute.
Is there any way of turning... Oh, there we go.
Today?
It has, because look, it's just burnt the cream.
Oh my goodness.
Which way's down?
I don't know.
Okay, let's try that there. Okay, we're going to pretend that's not there. We're just going to pretend. This is going to be the block of pretend.
Scorcho.
I'm hoping it get caught in the seam allowance. It is going to get caught in the seam allowance. Even if my block doesn't line up, it's caught in the seam allowance.
We're doing well. We're doing well. It's okay. It's okay.
And now with the pieces
Is it safe
that I've
to
done
go
over
overhead
here,
now?
when
Do you want
you've
to
done
go
the piece-
close up?
Are you here? So
Oh
you
no,
can-
there you go. Close up.
Got close up?
Yeah.
You'll see that you don't have that point there. You've got the little lines over there. You've still got to trim those lines off rather than leave your point up. So as I trim those down, you can tell that I've got a sort of funny triangular point over there. That's what we're looking for. You want to make sure that you've got that on all of your blocks. I'm wondering if it's going to be one of those weeks where technology and I are not friends. Gemma was having a technologically challenging morning as well, wasn't she?
Gemma shouts at technology regularly. We just learned to
Quite
ignore
right.
it.
So when you're doing this, you're then going to put these two together, half square triangles effectively. And you can tell by cutting these corners and being consistent with your cutting, when you put them on top of each other, you can see that that will now line up perfectly. And fingers crossed.
Oh, we do like a bit of fingers crossed with the
Now,
VP.
and you can tell I am not pinning. Now, you pin if you choose to. I normally end up stabbing myself if I pin things. And because it's such a small block, pinning can be a little more difficult. But with these, I will say, take your time. There is no need to rush. Oh, that looks pretty good.
Are you quite pleased with yourself with that?
Oh, and I hit the seam as well.
Ah, good job.
Happy with that. Now, hopefully your iron is not going to eat me now.
Oh, I don't know what's going on there.
That's all right. It was just when I picked it up, it felt really hot.
Mm-hmm.
Feels much cooler now. There we go.
Is that something you've ever done before, sort of scorched your fabric because the iron's too hot?
Don't know. Well, to be fair, I don't normally iron.
Oh, this is a new experience for you.
Exactly.
So, John, you know that irons
It's probably
need to
me,
be
yeah.
hot.
So all I'm doing next is I'm putting my two squares together.
Up a bit.
Sorry.
To you. There you go.
I'm putting these two squares together over here. And because I've cut everything out so perfectly, they should line up brilliantly. And if they don't, A little bit of friendly persuasion should get it all to work.
I love a bit of friendly persuasion.
However, I'm going to need you to look into my eyeballs now.
Oh, okay.
If this doesn't work...
Hang on. There we go.
If this doesn't work...
Is this like hypnosis?
You're going to be kind to yourself.
Oh.
You are not going to cry. You're not going to unpick. You're just going to go, oh, well. But like I'm about to do, because these seams aren't going to line up. I know they're not.
Amazing. Great. Do you want me to not go on a close-up then, John?
Go on a close-up, I don't mind.
I'll give you the option.
That's all right. It is what it is. It's either going to work or it's not. And if it doesn't, oh well. I'd like to see somebody else come and make these pieces on air.
Yeah. Oh, no.
And you can see I nailed that point in the
hang
beginning
on.
there.
Well, you would if I didn't just switch the thing.
I got that perfect over there, but I'm ever so slightly out on the top. Now, if you are out in one of your blocks, look on the back and see why you're out. You've either stitched on the wrong line or it's your pressing. And if it's your pressing, it means you've just not pulled the fabric back as much as you should have. Okay. So all I would say to you is if you haven't hit the point exactly, that's okay. Just watch out for it for next time.
John, the reason that the machine makes that noise is because it's programmed to lift the presser foot when you cut it. So if you then help it lift it... So it's not just because it doesn't like me? No. It's just trying to help you and going, back off, I'm already on it.
Get off me!
Yeah.
Now the terrifying bit of all of it, you now sew those two together. Okay?
Well, you will
and
do if this doesn't jam. Come on.
The likelihood of nailing it is slim. Well, in my experience it is. And if you don't get it right, that's okay. So all we're going to do is put these together. That middle point, if you can nail that middle point, that is what we're looking for. That is literally the center of your quilt. So you can then go from there.
Perfect.
But if you don't get it right, be kind.
Oh, not cry.
Yeah.
Don't cry.
And the thing as well to remember is I'm using two different sewing machines to put these together, and that may have a slight difference on it, but it's too complicated a block to try and squeeze into one show.
Okay. So we won't do that.
Because literally it took about 3 hours. I am lowering the presser foot. It's nothing like a machine telling you you're doing it wrong when you're trying to do it right.
You know full well you're doing it right.
Oh, I wouldn't say full well, but I'm like, don't you dare. There we go.
Oh, John, are you having all the fun today?
I'm blaming Gemma. All her technological gremlins.
Myra says, OMG, look up all your men in kilts. Inga is in Scotland. I know.
What?
Inga's in Scotland. You know how she lets a man doing yoga in a quilt? In a quilt? In a kilt? I mean, probably in a thingy as well.
Okay, I'm happy because my middle is perfect.
Yay!
The end bit over here is not, but I don't care because my middle is perfect.
John, if your middle isn't perfect, can you like sew a button on it or something?
Exactly. That's why they made Swarovski crystals, darling. Just a hot glue gun and a bit of shininess that will distract everybody.
And on it goes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We used to do that in paper craft, wherever it went wrong.
Exactly.
Stick a flower, button, anything like that. Yeah, I had forgotten about Inga's obsession with men in.
I don't know how. You got the calendar.
I know.
Didn't you buy her the calendar?
No, I didn't. No, Jane bought her
Gemma.
one. One of our viewers bought. She's got quite a few now. She's got.
I'm not surprised.
Quite a selection.
I won't deny we may or may not have the same. So that is what we're going to do as your alternate collection.
Hang on.
If you're going to do
Amazing.
Towards me, up a little bit. Those are the alternate colorways if you want to do the alternate colorways.
Beautiful.
And literally that is just skipping out that middle section over here. Now, I'm more than happy to show you how to do these pegs, but it does take quite a while to do each one. I did do a YouTube tutorial on my YouTube page last night to show you how to do this. What would you prefer, madam?
Ooh.
Because we've got the bag to make as well, so I'm more than happy to show you. Should I do one prong and not two?
let's do one prong, and if it
Perfect.
takes a long time, then
Yellow or
maybe
orange?
we shelve the bag.
Yellow or orange?
I don't mind.
Yellow. Quite right.
Okay, great. No, it's not a difficult question, is it? But I
Okay.
just didn't know what you'd
Now,
already started
when you
doing.
do this, you will find that the way that you stitch these is ever so slightly different for each one.
Oh.
So on this one, we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whilst on this one, oh, that one's the same. Blast. We're going to pretend this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It just varies how you get them, but you end up with exactly the same effect, exactly the same look on each one. So don't be alarmed on that. It is just totally normal. It is what it is.
Okay.
You will make it work.
Okay.
So we're now going from number E1 to E2. And with all of these, you get the wrong side of your fabric to the wrong side of your paper. My E2 is purple. So we're using this purple here. Lining that up, checking I've got enough, and I've just realized I've got these going the wrong way round. Perfect. So where in Scotland is Inga gone?
I don't think she's just in one place, if I'm honest.
Got this image now of all the Scottish viewers now going, oh, where's Inga? Like a
Yeah,
Where's
no, I
Wellington.
don't know. She was moving around. Yeah, I've just looked at Gemma, who's just sort of shrugged and gone, her geography's not great either. It was quite a remote bit, wasn't it? Because she had a dog with her. So I think walking in woodland, hoping to come across men in kilts doing yoga, probably. I don't know. John.
I'm going to say nothing and just drink my coffee.
You don't have to say anything.
Oh, I've just had a very naughty thought and I'm going to keep that one to myself. I'm just going to set fire to my hair the next time she comes in. I should not be allowed out on my own.
No, this is probably true. Oh, John.
So we've done E1 and E2. We're now doing E3, which is the nice long bit over here. And I think you've all watched my videos enough on FPP. You should be okay with how you do it by now.
I mean, Myra, just a question. I mean, is there somewhere that these kilted yoging men congregate that we could send Inga to?
Why are you asking me?
No, Myra.
Oh, you're asking
name's
Myra.
not
I was like, how would
Myra.
I know where all the men of Scotland are in their kilts in a forest?
Well, I mean, you would be my other alternative for someone who might know, to be fair.
If many years ago when I was a single man, I may have known the answer to that question.
Oh, Elizabeth says they have bins for dog all over Scotland, bags included. It was ace.
They have what?
It's very dog friendly.
Oh, right, okay.
There you go. There you go. See, we need all this information.
I get nervous when things seem to be going in the right direction. Right, that is my light purple. We're now on E4, my light purple over here. Stitching that one on. I might rotate that to see if I can get it that way. And I can.
Oh, do you know what? I thought this would be better today, going on this, but it's just sticky as well.
So, you were saying earlier you've never done a residential quilting retreat.
No.
Why?
Because I started sewing again when I was pregnant with Freddie, which has meant I've always had children, which is probably the best time to require a retreat. However, the logistics of childcare.
Well, what are you doing in November?
What am I doing in
18th
November?
to the 20th.
Oh, I don't know.
Come to the retreat. Gemma's coming.
Are you coming, Gemma? Yeah. Amazing. Where is it?
Newport Pagnell.
Newport Pagnell. Where's
Near
Newport
Milton
Pagnell?
Keynes.
Near Milton Keynes.
Not that far away.
Well, it will be for me by then.
No, it won't. You'll be dropping off.
Oh, okay. Myra says she doesn't know where all these men are. She said if she did, she'd be watching.
So proud of you, Myra.
Oh no, she said she wouldn't be watching me and John. Oh, rude.
Oh, we can always get us on catch up, darling.
We understand, to be fair. To be fair, we do get it. Morning, Ali B. She's morning, Natasha and John just emerged.
Morning,
An
Ali
amazing
B.
friends
Ali
lunch.
B, was it you who left me a comment on YouTube? If it was, thank you very much. That was very kind of you.
John, she's just emerged from an amazing friends lunch party.
Oh. Because somebody called Ali B.
Very
Well, it was
slow this
Ali
morning.
ampersand B on YouTube.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, Julia says her son lives in Newport Pagnell. There we go.
Oh, okay. But it's a really beautiful hotel.
Oh, you see, Ali F, we've got lots of Alis. We're Ali G, Ali B, Ali F, we've got them all going on. Says, we Scots are friendly.
Oh, they're flipping amazingly friendly. I married one.
Dog and human friendly. I couldn't place his accent.
Yep, because he lived in Hong Kong for so many years.
Is that what it is? Because I was
But when he talks to his
expecting
granny, you know.
full on like Glaswegian
You know his
or
granny's
something.
over 100 years old
Yes,
now.
because you went to her party.
Can't believe that. And
Oh.
she's so lovely. I phoned her the other day to say, hello, how are you? She says, oh, I've got visitors now. Goodbye. Literally, I've got visitors. Goodbye. Click. I'm like, goodbye. Have a lovely day.
I think she knows she can get you on catch up.
Oh, I love it.
Hang on,
It's
hang on.
true.
Zoe said that she thought that we were having a treat with Bongo Bingo. I mean,
We can have more than one.
oh, there you go. We are not.
Besides, the Bongo Bingo's not that weekend. I checked.
Did you?
We've got to get Jane to sign off. I'm not going if Jane's not going. Uh-oh.
Oh, and Gemma's just checking with Jane. No.
And Gemma's not going if I'm not going.
Gemma is absolutely going, even
She's
if
not,
you're not
she's not going if I'm not going.
She is. If I have to drag her by the hair, she's coming with me.
That's fine. She could drag me by the hair. I'm not dragging Jane by the hair. I'd lose a finger. No one can do that to Jane.
Jane is like the mildest mannered
she's so
person that
lovely.
you will ever meet.
But that's why I want Jane to come, because I think I can see her on a table, dancing away, having good fun.
First on the table.
She
Jane
what?
will be the first on the table.
First on the table.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Morning, Donna. Yeah, Jane, yeah. Okay. We need to get the dates. There were dates in July, weren't there, for Bongo Bingo?
So that is your yellow prong,
Oh, hang on.
your yellow blade, or whatever we're calling it.
So why did it take you 4 hours to do another couple?
I may have had a martini.
Hang on a minute. So what you're telling us is that you were slightly incapacitated. Not
Never.
that
I have never been incapacitated.
not
ever.
that the pattern
How
is
rude.
difficult.
Rude. I thought you were my friend.
I absolutely
Thought
am
you
your
were
friend.
my friend.
I'm very much your friend. And it just makes me giggle quite a lot.
The problem is when you've got to make 4 of the blanking blocks in order to do your demo in different colourways, there's a lot of them.
John,
Yeah.
you designed it.
I never once said that I didn't. I never once said I was clever. Just because
This
it
is
looks
your
pretty
design.
doesn't mean it was sensible.
Oh,
Can we
yes.
just take a moment? Now, I know you are not one to watch that day of television.
Go on.
Have you ever heard of The Real Housewives?
I have.
Have you ever watched any of The Real Housewives?
I think I might have accidentally fallen asleep while one was on once.
So if I said to you the words, because I think Gemma may know what this means, if I said the words to you, Caroline Stanbury is now in the Ladies of Dubai. The Real
Caroline-
Housewives of
Hang on.
Dubai.
Gemma's coming in for a...
And you should have heard of it. But I don't think
No, I
you
don't
would have
know.
heard of it.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Absolutely none. Who is Caroline?
Caroline
What's the
Stanbury
drops?
used to be in the Ladies of London, which was the knockoff series of the Real Housewives of, basically Real Housewives of London.
Wasn't there like one in Cheshire?
Yep.
I
I don't watch the Cheshire one, but I do watch the Atlanta one. The New Jersey one is on steroids. But they've now got the ladies of the Real Housewives of Dubai.
Are they not just a bit mean to each other?
A bit.
Like,
I think the worst one I've ever seen was the Real Housewives of Sydney, and they went out for dinner, and one of the women grabbed this woman's coat. It was a rope cape coat. Grabbed it off her shoulders, threw it into the sea, and told her it was hideous anyway. It was just a random dinner. That was just like a Thursday night dinner.
That surely is just done for effect. Like, nobody behaves like that, do they?
No, she does. No, you can. Throughout the season, she does. That is just who she is.
But how? But why does she get invited? Like, I wouldn't. If I wouldn't invite her anywhere.
When you're under contract being paid £2 million to do so, you would.
Oh, she can buy herself another blinking coat then, can't she?
It's mental. No, it's insane. These people are absolutely proper bonkers.
Elizabeth, me neither. She hasn't got a clue what John's on about. No.
It's all right. So, yeah, that was my discovery last week that the Real Housewives of Dubai have started with Caroline Stanbury.
Is that going to be even more money if it's out there? Are they just?
Oh, they make lots of money.
What
those
are
ladies.
they? What are they Real Housewives of?
Well, Caroline's recently divorced.
Oh, so she's not
And
even
she
a
now
Real
has
Housewife.
a much younger
Oh.
partner.
Oh, how much younger? What
So
is it? Just a question asking for a
He's
friend.
18 years, I think, younger.
What is acceptable as a much younger?
It's their choice. If they can drink and vote, you've got no problem. It's their choice. Don't make decisions for other people.
Righto.
Well, no, think about it. If you fall in love with somebody who's younger than you, so what? If they fall in love with you, it's their choice, not yours. And if anybody else has an opinion on it, well, you know my answer to that one. Mind your business. Life's too short to listen to other people's opinions.
Wow.
Unless it's mine, of course.
In which case, it's very relevant.
But yeah, I think as well, I think there's a lot of stigma for women who date younger men, where men have been dating younger women for millennia, you know, and that's totally acceptable.
And almost de rigueur with a.
I know.
Steady, careful, what you're doing. You know, with a slight midlife crisis. Can you turn it down anymore?
No, I've turned it up a bit now.
Oh, okay.
Because it wasn't actually pressing. It's gone from the sublime to the ridiculous. Right, now we're doing purple. My purple.
Is this programme going to be something that if I start watching...
There's only been 2 episodes ever.
Okay, but...
Amazon Prime.
But will I venture out again?
Oh, God, yes.
Is it one of those things that I'll just have to binge watch
What,
for
like
the
Stranger
next
Things?
millennium? No. I don't really understand Stranger Things.
Right.
I saw a rat explode and I didn't.
You
really
saw
wanna
what
watch
explosion?
A rat explode, and I didn't really want to watch anything else from it. In Stranger Things, there was something.
It was a demigorgon, whatever they're called. It's a baddie. They're supposed to explode. Baddies are supposed to explode in the movies.
Okay. I just caught it out the corner of my eye and went, that's not for me. Me and rats, we're not friends.
I get you there.
Yeah, I can't do it.
No, I get you there completely. Do you know what I did last week, which I haven't done in so long?
Tell me.
I went and gave a talk at a quilting group.
Did you?
It was so much fun. They were so lovely. And I went to them 4 years ago before I opened my shop.
Did you? So you were able to say all about your shop?
Well, I hadn't done any of my CAFE visits with CAFE. I hadn't done any of my TV with Kirsty. Didn't do Sewing Street. I'd done nothing at that point. So it was just so weird to sit and tell everybody what's been going on over the last 4 years.
Amazing.
And of course, you. Obs.
You get around, don't you? In the nicest possible way. You get around.
I've got rent to pay. I've got to. You don't have a choice. But I have to say, these quilt retreats are a salvation at the moment. It's just so nice to get out and do things. And I made a quilt for myself using only my stash.
Really?
90 inches square. My new pattern.
Wow, that's not small, is it?
No. Well, we have met, so.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Sylv's got involved. She says, my
Hello, Sylvia.
partners have got progressively younger. Started off 5 years older
Hang
than
on.
me.
Go back. I'll need to answer the question. How many have there been?
Well, that's what we're just going through.
Okay.
She now lists.
Right.
Okay. My partners have got progressively younger. Started off 5 years older than me, then 3 years younger, then 5 years, and now 8 years younger. I salute you, Sylv. I salute you.
She's not finished yet.
Good girl.
We don't know.
More power. More power to her.
I keep winding Andrew up and telling him he's my current husband. I'd never get married again. How on earth can you get married again when you got it perfect the first time round?
Well, exactly. There you go.
And I finally taught him how to do the house. Finally taught him how to do everything I like, the way I like it. It's wonderful. I'm not doing that again.
He's fully house trained. Is that what you're trying to say? He's quite biddable. I can't imagine that he took much teaching of these things.
Oh no, he's amazing. Him and his brother, their parents, created two of the kindest, most amazing people you could ever meet in this world. They are absolutely amazing.
They did a good job then.
Mrs. Thompson and I are very lucky. We have a new family member, Mrs. Thompson.
Mrs. Thompson.
They met on the 6th of the 6th and got married on the 4th of the 4th, 10 years apart.
There's something about numbers, isn't there?
For me, there was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It's our 10-year wedding anniversary in December.
Is it 15 years together, 10 years married?
Yep.
Wow. Sylv says, well, the last ones, this one's lasted 17 years. So
Oh,
I
so
might
just a phase
be due
then?
for a change. An upgrade.
It's an upgrade, yeah.
Yeah.
How long were you married?
Me or Sylv?
You.
I was married for 10 years.
Okay. I didn't even ask. I just carried on, made the other one.
Oh, okay. Go for it. No, together for 13, married for 10.
Marriage is a tricky one. You've got to meet the person at the right time, be on the same page as them at the right time.
And then change in the same way.
In the same way,
in
and
a way
stay
that
on
is-
the same page together.
Yes, or that is going to work. Yeah.
It's very hard. And you've got to
Yeah.
make that conscious effort to stay on those pages together.
Yeah.
It's very hard work sometimes, but my God, it's the best thing I've ever done. Oh.
Now then, what we got here? Ooh, nice. Uh-oh. What's the face for? Hang on. Not everyone got to appreciate that face. Make it again.
So at moments like this, you realise you forgot to sew one of the pieces onto the yellow bit.
Oh.
Bear with, caller, bear with. Oh, look! My Reese's Pieces may have fallen out of the bag.
Oh,
Go on.
you managed to get yes. Oh, Julia did 10 years first time. This sounds like I love this. First time around 10 years. It sounds like a jail sentence when you put it like that.
Now, we all do this. Okay, I'll show you over here.
Oh, hang on. What have we done, John? What have we done?
It's supposed to have...
Oh.
Oh. It's supposed to have a little yellow bit over there.
Uh-oh.
Now, you're going to do the same thing.
Right.
So, you gently unpick over here.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Sonia says, good morning, Natasha. Sorry I'm late. Had a couple
Morning.
of Zeds after night duty. It's great to see John on your show. Back on night duty tonight. Will I be able to buy John's FPP patterns? Hugs and kisses to both of you. Love, Sonia. Of
I
course
would
you
be very grateful if you did. Thank you very much.
They are on their website,
All 6 of them are
natashamakes.com.
available. It's the
And if
only
you
place you
just-
can get them, actually.
Yeah, so if you just put in John Carl Morgan.
If you just type in Cole, it pops up. I was astonished.
Julia? She said she's on 26 this time.
26 what? Partners.
Years.
Oh, I
Partners.
was going to say, goodness me. Not quite sure I'd have had the stamina to try after number 2. And 26 times. Call that a glutton for punishment there. Right, so all I'm doing is I have now unpicked about 1/4 of an inch past that area there. At this point, you would have been really sad and very unhappy, cried, wanted to murder something. That is totally normal emotions to be having.
I'm just trying these Reese's for you.
They're dreadful, aren't they? The mini
they're
ones, they're
awful.
absolutely awful. You won't like them.
I keep trying to find a good one.
So,
Oh, Claire says she's currently on nearly 15 years. However, she said she was nearly a widow this morning as she wanted to throttle him. That's just part of life.
can I say a controversial thing?
Go on.
What did you do?
Lisa says that her hubby and I were married for 27 years this year. They both turned 50 this year.
Oh,
that's
congratulations. My hubby turned 50 this year as well. Can I just also say,
Sorry,
I
I've
keep
nearly
meaning
just
to
eaten all
mention
these.
this every single time I'm on. There are some very strange towns around here.
What do you mean?
The
Like what?
names.
Go on, give me an example.
Farting Ho.
Sorry?
Farting Ho. I know that's called Farthingham or Farthing Ho, but Farting Ho. There was
Where's that? I don't
Butt
think-
Bottom or Butt Brook, B-U-T-T Brook. And then there was another one when I came in as well, which I just thought, strange.
My favourite is Hazley Knob.
Yes, I drove past that one as well. I drove past that one as well. It is a bit strange. Now, when you are trimming, once you've done this, make sure you pull the cream all the way down. Because there's nothing worse than cutting a giant great big hole in that when you've done it the wrong way. Ask me how I know.
Oh no. Hang on.
Do not do this at home. I'm doing it for example. You're not to follow my example.
Okay. Ali B says that she's just had her 47th anniversary and they still laugh every day together. That's the way
That is
to
the
do
most
it.
important bit. Well done.
Sandra's been married to her husband for 46 years. You guys are amazing.
Congratulations.
Absolutely amazing.
There are times I'm wondering if I'll make it through the day.
Sil says she's always loved Pratt's Bottom.
Crack bottom, that's a good one.
Pratt's Bottom.
Crack bottom.
Yeah,
Okay,
Pratt's
cool.
Pratt's Bottom.
Pratt's bottom.
Double
Just checking.
Yeah.
It's my thick South African accent, you see.
Where's that, Sylv? I love all these good marriages going on. Karen says Alan and her have been married for have been together for 29 years, married for 24.
Wow.
She says that he's just retired, so we'll see how that goes. Karen, my
Karen,
granny,
I run retreats 5 times a year. You can run away.
my gran always used to say that the marriage vows were for better, for worse, not for lunch.
Oh, I like that.
And
How
that
have
was
I
her
not
piece of
sewn that
advice
in
that
the
she
same
passed on
way?
to my mother when my father retired. She said it was for better, for worse, not for lunch. He keeps wanting feeding.
No, I think my favourite opinion, and I adore my husband, but he is a little bit like a shadow with opinions at times.
A shadow with opinions. He says the nicest things about you.
But truly, anyone who's been married knows it's a case of, go away, what I'm doing is none of your business, and I'm doing it just to annoy you. Thanks. So,
You're a
on
lucky
that
man.
note, when you actually put the yellow bit in, you now sew those two together. Okay.
Amazing. Yeah, Megan says 47 years for me too. I don't know how you lot do it.
It is strange because I look at the younger generation of today, and it's, in a way, it makes me sad because I hope that I get to 47 years, but I'll be 80 odd. And God, I really do. I really hope I can spend the rest of my life with him. He is so special. But it is so hard to make sure that you're on the same page. And if you can always tell when you're not actually working on your marriage when things go wrong.
Like when your 10-year anniversary card is written on the back of an invoice. in a Sharpie pen. I think that's always the way to know that possibly the romance side has slipped somewhat.
I think a revised training course is required there.
We split a week later.
Can't imagine why. Goodness me.
Yeah.
Well, you see, having a joint account makes life a lot easier for situations like that because Tiffany's deliver everywhere.
Oh, well, there we go. There
And
you
Harvey
go.
Nichols. And Harrods.
Oh, I like this. Megan says that they used to live near Bonks Hill in Hertfordshire.
Bonks Hill.
She
Come
said
on, what are the
sign-
weirdest named towns that you've been to or seen? I love it.
She said the sign was always being stolen. I'm not surprised. There are places like that, though, aren't there, weirdly named, that always get their signs stolen. Come on, go on a close-up if you're that pleased with it.
Very happy with that.
Nice. Good job, John.
Love it. And now we're going to put those two together over there. And
Oh, look at you. There's a slight smugness about your persona. That's good then, because I've nearly eaten all your Reese's.
yeah, I did notice that. Don't you worry. I have noticed
Sorry about
that. It's all right. You can get me a flapjack from the calf.
Oh, they're good, aren't they?
No, they're terrible. And I'm, yeah.
Oh, hang on. Someone just said that they had... Oh, Sandra said she had a lovely retreat with you this weekend doing...
Which one, Dexter or Omi?
Omi.
Oh, she's so lovely. And she relearnt FPP this weekend with
She
me.
did a wall hanging with you.
She did.
There you go.
When it goes well, it goes well. I'm very happy with that. I
Go
think
on,
I nailed
close up.
all the points on that
Oh,
one.
nice.
Love it. Can I just leave it at that and not sew them together and mess it up?
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I must stop being a sissy and I must do it and do it properly.
Oh, right, okay. They are your words. I'm going to actually just...
Put those back on my table
Yeah.
and then maybe I can have one.
Yeah,
Was that subtle?
yeah. Else you will have none left.
Oh, I don't care about that. Does it look like I need a Reese's Pieces? Let's be fair. With the 6 stone I've got to lose in the near future. Right. Now we're just sewing those together there.
Oh, look at that. Beautiful.
And this is where it doesn't really matter where you put the fabric because it just pops so beautifully.
Yes, Gemma. Licky End. She said Licky End is another place in the Midlands. And the Licky Hills as well. Nice. All good. We do like a slightly hilarious name.
Yeah, but farting hoe definitely got me going this morning.
I'm sure it did. Freddie would just giggle to himself.
So I phoned Andrew. I said, I've just driven through Farting Hoe. And he says, it's Farthing Hoe. Like, no, it's Farting Hoe. No. Why?
Julia says that Bell End is in Worcestershire, near Hagley. Oh, no, John, that is not a happy face.
The machine doesn't love me anymore. Where
Why?
have you
What's
come from with
happened?
random threads?
Oh.
Your bobbin stopped.
Has the bobbin run out?
Poop. And it's unthreaded itself. How did
Uh-oh.
that happen? Oh, God.
Oh, Elizabeth also enjoys all the piddles in Worcestershire as well.
The what?
The piddles.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, Becky has a nymphs field. Yeah, and a cockadilly round where they are.
Cockadilly!
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah, there are some good names out there. Oh, Sandra used to live on Cockhill Lane.
I want to buy a house there just to be able to say that's my address.
I could see you doing that actually. Myra says, don't talk to me about joint bank accounts. Said husband decided to check ours this morning. Oh. I might talk to him by the end of June. Checking my spending, I asked him.
I had a similar problem recently because someone's credit card is linked to the Amazon account.
Uh-oh.
I didn't realise they got emails knowing what I bought. I just assumed that it got paid automatically somewhere. Can I just take a moment and say...
Was that the hedgehog?
Bum, bum,
Oh, no,
bum.
hang on. Yes, you can. Oh, yes.
That really
look
works.
at that. Just look at that.
Can
Beautiful.
I just ask a really difficult question?
Go on.
Isn't there a great big sign on there saying, please don't deliver through this door?
Yeah.
Yeah, just check.
Yeah, of course there is.
Of course there is.
But it's not
But look!
clearly at his eye height. Look at that. It's gorgeous, John. Well
Love
done.
it. So, that is the cave version.
That's gorgeous.
That
love,
is
love,
the
love.
solid version. Both are beautiful, both are lovely.
they give
But
a
if
real
that is a
different
little
effect,
too
don't they? Hang on.
complicated for you, and I'm not being patronising when I say that, it is a very complicated block. You can do the simplified block doing
I'd
it
be
that
all about
way.
that one. Not going to lie. I'd be all about that one.
Well, you see, I think as well, it works really well with the cave, being able to do that. And if you wanted to have a little pop of colour in there as well, you're not using huge amounts of fabric. So that is block 6. How are we doing for time, missus?
It is 11:20. So
Your call.
I'm not sure how long your bag takes to make.
Me neither.
Can you even remember how to make your
I
bag?
don't. Yes, but I've reread it, so shall we give it a go? Shall we give it a go? If you get bored, you can all switch off. Is there a trash can round here?
No,
Where's Gemma's bag?
It's in the other room.
Gemma's bag's in the other room. Yeah.
I'll come and remove it for you.
No, it's fine. It's happy where it is.
Still says it's so pretty with the cave.
What are we doing?
Oh, the bag, are you?
Should we do it?
Go on then.
I'll just cut one out.
Okay.
Pardon
So these
you.
are just little. Oh, that's our printer.
Thought it was Gemma.
Well, I mean, it might be.
Getting irritated with me making fun about her bag. She's going to pop her head round at any moment and beat me to death with my own arms.
Oh, Julia does all the banking online with no statements.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. And her husband's never bothered to join it, so it's a result there. Okay. There's always
Forgive
ways.
me, I have not made this bag in very many months. I can't remember how big it needs to be. Bam, bam, bam.
We shall find out, shall we?
2 pieces for the trims. We'll do the orange and the trim of 4 inches by 6 inches. And this is a Creative Grids with a 1/2 inch on that end. 4 inches.
Do you want a creative grid? Pat, that's brilliant.
One thing I'm
missing
not going to
loads
do
this
on this
morning.
pattern is I am not going to do the drawstrings. I'm hoping by having said that, Gemma will come through with some gorgeous Halloween something that I can do. Because the drawstrings take too long. Ah, that's what I was looking for.
There you go. There
Thank
you go.
ma'am.
My absolute pleasure.
So, let me go there. And this needs to be there. Check it. 666.
666. Well, that's appropriate, isn't it, for something Halloween-y?
Indeed. Right. Okay, so this is going to be my lining. This is going to be my outer section. Oh, that's really good. I'm going to turn that this way. Okay, so for my outer section, I'm going to sew this down 3 sides, 1/4 inch.
Okay, go for it.
And you're going all the way around. I don't need my stitch length that small anymore.
So this is just a nice, easy drawstring bag that you can put little snacks and treats in. Perfect. You can see he's concentrating, can't you?
Yeah, you've got to concentrate on that. You know what boys are like. And then all I'm doing is I'm snipping off the corners over here just to make it a little easier to turn around.
Okay.
And I'm hoping... Yes, they are the right way around. Right, so you've next got your lining fabric. So you're going to do exactly the same thing, sewing in 3 sides, but you're going to leave a 2-inch gap in the middle so that you can turn your
through.
bag around.
Nice. So you can make up a few of these, and I know it's early for Halloween.
But then it's
I know,
done.
I know. Yeah. And do you know what? Emily does get very excited about a bit of Halloween. And Freddie does this too as soon as he realises that there are snacks. John, you're concentrating. There's a little frown on your face and you've gone really quiet. Are you all right?
Yep.
Are you sure?
I am. There we go. You're just getting used to a new machine.
Just takes a minute, doesn't it, when you're used to something else?
Okay. So we've done our lining, we've done our outer bag. Now we've got these little sections over here. What you're going to do to start with is you're going to roll in 1/4 inch on this side over
What
here.
are these bits? What are these bits?
So these are where your drawstrings are going to go.
Oh, got it. Right.
So you've got one of two options. You can just use your ironing board to do it, which makes your life a lot easier. Run the risk of burning your fingers off, but that's okay. But you do need to turn these in, otherwise you end up with the fabric fraying as you stitch it along.
Oh no, don't do that.
Don't want that. So you're folding in 1/4 inch on both of these. Ow.
Oh, John, we need to get you
Try
some...
not to iron your fingers.
No, we need to get you some of those silicone finger things.
Oh, I think we just need to get me a gin and tonic.
Well, it's 11 o'clock somewhere, is it?
Well, no, you see what it is that if you are going to ever drink at work, I don't propose ever drinking and driving because that's just wrong. But if you drink in the morning, you're then sober enough to drive home.
Perfect, there you go. Is that how that works?
Of course, now everybody in the entire world will think I'm an alcoholic and can't go through the day without a gin and tonic. And all I will say is that's Lady Josephine. She has to work for me. Right, so at this point you are just then doing a top stitch down the side of the bits that you've just folded over. Come on. And we're going to keep going here.
And away you go. Oh, out. What's he snipping? What are you snipping?
Well, I'm just finding it easier doing that rather than fiddling with the oppressor foot. I feel like Donna Jordan. She does that.
Well, you know, why not?
And do you know whose fabric I managed to use this weekend out of my stash?
Go on.
Sarah Payne's.
Oh,
so
lovely Sarah Payne. Which of her fabrics?
It was the peacocks.
Oh, lovely.
Right, so...
Yeah, we had those in
fold
fat
section in
quarter
half.
form. You'll be pleased to know.
Sorry?
We had those in fat quarter form.
Oh, that's what I used.
Yeah.
There, and then, okay. So, what you're doing then is that these little trim sections,
Oh,
you're
hang
just
on. Let me
finger
just show
pressing
everyone
them.
the trim sections.
Finger pressing them in half.
I've got a little seam roller if you want.
No, you're fine. You don't need you just need a rough seam.
Okay.
And then down the middle, being consistent, doesn't matter where, you're now going to sew a seam down there.
Okay.
Because that will then trap your rope. So you're looking to get it roughly about 1 inch. I really hope I don't get this wrong. It'd be quite embarrassing if I mess up my own bag with my own pattern.
It's one of those things that...
Not that that's ever happened to anybody ever before.
Apart from me.
Well, potentially me. Right, so we've now sewn those together. You've done the stitch along there. Now comes the fiddly bit. Okay, so let me get this right. Now to put in the raw edges. Turn that the right way round, don't we? Yes, you do.
Elizabeth, yes, my love, a lot. I do that a lot. Morning, Fiona. Morning, morning, morning.
So your outside fabric you're now turning the right way round.
Okay.
And press those little seams out as far as you can. And I would give this
Did we
a
ever
little
make
press.
this one on air?
Yeah,
I know we did the storage. I don't remember.
I don't know if
doing
we
the
did
bag.
actually. I think I showed the bag. I don't think I made it. Which is probably why I'm having a bit of a block on it. But I would give this a good little press now, making sure everything's all lined up.
Perfect. Morning, Jojo. Morning, Anna. Morning, Fiona.
Is that Jojo Collard?
It is, yes, yes, yes.
She was also on the retreat this weekend.
Ah, I see.
Got all my gang with us now.
Beautiful, beautiful.
But I think we should do a retreat.
Yeah, the Bongo Bingo one.
No, I think we should go and take this hotel apart and go and do it together. Get all your gang to come with. We can have a Tash and Gemma retreat and John retreat and Jane retreat.
It would be a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie, it would be a lot of fun.
So all I'm doing there is I'm lining these up in the middle, okay? Lining those all up there. So this is the bag outer, and then your 2 drawstring bag options here. And then I'm going to stuff that into my lining over here. So I'm then going to take my lining and I'm going to put that inside over here. Make sure you have a hole in the bottom of your lining. Ask me how I know.
Oh, that's just general Natasha makes whatevery.
I think you once called it warts and all sewing, wasn't it?
Yes, yes,
Yep.
yes, 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 yes.
I have a lot of warts on that option.
Yes. Morning, Fiona. Jan, I can't repeat that on air.
Oh, I want to know.
Elizabeth,
I'll look later.
You are completely correct. I cannot. It is the quickest way to get us taken off, but thank you. That
Not
has
doing
made
that.
me giggle.
Right.
Julia has also come up with some amusing options. There have been quite a few amusing options.
What,
actually,
of town names?
Yeah, you
Love
see,
it.
Pat, I'm not sure I can say yours either. You are, yes.
You are
As
the
valid
winners
as they
of
are.
this game. Right, so what I'm doing here is I'm now stuffing the lining on the outside of all of this. It will come the right way around when we turn it all through. But now I've pinned these 2 together here, but if I just sewed along there, you wouldn't be able to open the bag. So what you're now going to do is you're going to separate all the options. So you've got your drawstring portion and you've got your lining. And you're now going to line up not only the raw edges over here, so you can see the raw edges that you've got there, you're also going to try and get the seams as close to each other as possible over there. These heat-resistant pins are absolutely perfect for this, because if you wanted to iron at this point to get everything nice and flat, the heat-resistant pins do not need to be moved at this point.
This is why we love them. They make all
really
the
are
difference.
good.
They really do.
Especially if you're going to be doing a plique and stuff like that.
We heart them VV much. Now, hands up. Who is doing
The Tilda quilt.
Tilda quilt.
Who's doing the Tilda quilt?
That's what we like to know.
And while I'm pinning with this, I'm going to put the Tilda quilt right here. And Tash is going to zoom in on that one.
Here we go.
It's just such a pretty quilt. 63.5 inches by 81. 46 fabrics. Different sizes of it all. Tash and Gemma will be cutting that this afternoon to post out and ready. We're going to do it as a sew along. You're going to do it on Quilter's Grid. I will be doing a demonstration of it on a 2 weekly basis. I think a month is not enough.
Too far apart, isn't it? Yeah.
But I think a week is too much.
Oh, Betty's got her hand up. Me.
Hello, Betty.
Got to do it. Got to do it. We've got a couple of these kits left, and that
Brilliant.
is it. Oh, nice.
So you can see now what I've done is I've just pinned those all together. Now I'm just going to go and top stitch all the way around this. Probably best if you don't zoom in on this, because this could get pretty when I stab myself on multiple occasions.
You can take the arm off if you want.
The what? Oh, not just a pretty face.
Yeah, piece of thinking.
Is it full of M&Ms?
No, sadly not. It's not a snack-ready one. Is it?
Gemma.
Fiona says she's already got the kit. She's just got to cut out all the fabric.
Oh my gosh, where did she get it? I thought we were the only ones who had it.
I don't know. We've been super generous with the amount of fabric that we're giving them.
Yeah, you definitely have.
But you see, you might want to do it smaller.
But also you've got the
again.
back then. You can do different things with the back as well then.
I am very excited for it, I have to say.
It's one of those ones you should actually do as a retreat. You're all doing it together in the room.
Oh, and you can share out your stripology rulers, then, can't you? You're right there, John.
Yep, I just got a pin caught in your machine.
Oh, they see. Oh, Fiona got it from a shop in Australia.
Ah, okay.
That's why. I don't know who else is doing it in the UK. I really don't. But it was a good excuse to buy every single plane Tilda has ever produced, I think.
Just
because
rude
how
not
often
to.
do you look at all of her beautiful patterns and you can't get hold of the planes?
Mm-hmm.
So keep an eye on the website because...
One of my
we've
ladies on the
worked
retreat
out-
this weekend, she arrived with a whole bolt of the cream of Tilda because it's a beautiful cream.
It is a really beautiful cream. But, guys, just so that you know, keep an eye on our website because whatever fabrics we have left over from those planes will be going up on the website. So if you've...
But I would say if you haven't ordered it and you want to order it, make sure you contact everybody because if there's a reason why you can't order it at the minute, touch base with Gemma because then you know how many kits to cut.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. Rose is very excited about the Tilda quilt. When when will it be posted out? As soon well, the fabrics arrived this morning, Rose. There are.
It's going to take a little while to sort it out.
Yeah, so we want to make sure that they're all cut really, really, really well and put together really well, and that everything is labelled for you as well. This is the thing. So just bear with us, Rose. It's going to be worth our while just doing it right for you.
And make sure you read everything before you open your package and start looking at the colours. Because if it's labelled, the last thing you want to do is move it along. Because there are about 5 different pinks in there. The last thing you want to do is get the wrong pink.
Yeah, you see, Fiona's just bought the Strapology ruler to be able to cut the fabric easier. It's a game changer. It is the way to go. Absolutely, for sure. For sure.
I'm doing a double seam here. You don't need
Are you
to.
going to fill it that full of snacks, John?
Well, it's for your daughter.
Oh yeah, she's going to fill it full of snacks. That's for sure.
Right now.
Are we allowed to close up now?
At this point, you realise that you have left a hole in there.
And you
I'm
just
not
pull that
guaranteeing
bit
this
up.
is going to have worked. I'm still horrifyingly worried. So, turn the bag inside out. In theory, it will all be the right way round, in theory.
My watch is saying it's 3 o'clock. Pat says, would you put me down for one of the Tildas, please? Pat, you can buy it online. It's online now. If you go into natashamakes.com, they are all loaded, so you can get it. Oh, Rose says, my hubby is en route to the UK from France
Sorry.
on
Can we
his
just
motorbike, and I am
just take a
hoping
moment? I'm sorry.
he can bring it back in his bag. Oh,
Can we
John,
just take a moment?
beautiful.
I'm a little bit in love with that. Right, I'm going to give it a good press at the moment.
Go on then.
Because the first thing we need to do is make sure that we press where we are
John,
going
that's
to.
a really quick make. Really quick make.
Well, I try and surprise myself every now and then.
But that's good. You can whip up a few of those for your grandkids or whatever.
For yourself.
For yourself.
Right, so you've got a little hole over there. I'm just going to top stitch all the way down there. Make sure you get the corners out in your lining as much as you can. And I'm just going to top stitch along that bottom bit.
Pat, I'm going to find that link for you. And
And if I'm not mistaken, that finishes the sewing aspect of this.
John.
So
John.
you push that all through. And then how long would your daughter like her?
Or I'll just start threading it through. If you look at the pin cushion up here, the magnetic one up here by the hippo's mouth, then you will probably find in there a bodkin, which is going to work.
A what now?
Bodkin.
What's a bodkin? And if you say it's like an armoire, I'm going to cry.
You basically stuff one end of that in it, and then you thread it through. Saves you having to use a safety pin.
Oh. I'm going to double wrap these because I think your daughter's going to want to swing it.
I mean, yes. Pat, I'm just giving... Oh,
I've met
Gemma's
Emily.
already done it. Well done, PT. Faster finger wins over there.
So all I'm doing over here is wait. Let me get my head around this.
Morning, Lorraine.
Right.
What are you doing, John? What are you doing? Tell us what you're doing.
So what is a bodkin?
In that go for in no in the pin cushion, metallic the magnetic pin cushion there. Open it up. Bring it into view so that I can see, into the camera view so that I can see. That would be a bodkin. Stuff that in there, then pull it down. No. Pull the end of the fab into it so that it stays put. There you go, like that. Now you thread it through.
Very clever.
I know, right? I know, he needs one, right, Elizabeth? Yes. Morning,
I need
Philippa.
everything, but you've all seen my stash last Monday.
Yeah, but this isn't a
Did you
stash.
see my video of my stash?
No, I didn't.
It's criminal. It's absolutely mortifying.
Would it make me feel bad about...
Well, you saw some of it in real life.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've seen it in real life. But this isn't stash. This is essential.
I may or may not have quite a lot of essentials.
There you go, you see? It's all good. It's all good.
It is what it is. Doesn't do anybody any harm. Just creates a bit more dusting for my lovely lady. And frankly, that's
Is
her
this going to be
problem.
an over-the-shoulder bag for Madam Emily?
Yep.
Amazing. She's going to love this.
Exactly.
That might shut her up in the car every morning.
Going the wrong way around now.
Yeah. Yeah. Because this is her latest obsession, is Halloween.
Should we put an empty bag of Reese's Pieces in there for her?
I mean, I can easily empty that for you, John. But actually, this pattern, just for any little drawstring bag for a little one to have with a matching bag, with a matching dress or something.
And there's
It'd be
two different
fabulous.
sizes in here. I've done the small size. There is a small and a large size. And the pattern adjusts accordingly.
Perfect.
I think the rope is a lot easier. And it is quite long. But then you close it. And then you spin it.
Is that the one?
You can see Emily doing that.
I absolutely can.
But that
so
is probably a bit long.
I might be shortening those
Yeah.
as soon.
But you've got the option there, and it's fully lined. And
Love
it's a
it.
nice, sweet little size. And the great thing is, it is glow in the dark.
Amazing. Amazing.
Really, really cute.
She will love that. She will really love that.
How long is it? What time's it now?
It is 11:41. You did that in 20 minutes.
20 minutes. And that
That's
was even
all right.
relearning my pattern.
But you see, the thing is, if you have to make for a school fete or
Exactly.
anything like that, these
But
are
even
great
kids'
little makes.
parties, if you've got to make
Yeah.
a whole load of bags for that, it's reusable. These are a bit long, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all right. Doesn't matter.
And you don't even need to use two. You can just use one if you want.
Doesn't matter. I'm just
But yeah,
gonna-
you can use one on hers and one on Freddie's.
Perfect.
But it's a really sweet little thing. And I think it is. It's reversible.
Perfect. Gorgeous.
But you've got then the top stitching on the outside. So if you are going to make it reversible, just do that a bit neater than I have. And reversible back.
Perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you. So I will see you then in... Is it the 8th of July?
Oh, my diary is in
Second
the car.
Monday.
It is the second Monday,
Second
isn't it?
Monday.
Hang on, let me just have a little.
And that will be block 7. We've done block 6 today. 2 different options of block
of
6.
July. The second Monday is the 11th.
The 11th, and I'll be back in on the 11th.
Will you remind me that I've got parent-teacher evening in that evening? I've got to go and collect the kids.
I can barely remember my own name, but I will
Okay,
try and
great.
remember that for you. But on the condition you come with me for a double bacon, double egg sandwich.
It would be rude not to.
Yeah.
There we go.
And a
All the fun.
flapjack. And a
Thank-
flapjack.
Yeah, the flapjacks. Yeah, I owe you a flapjack
Terrible.
after eating all your Reese's. Sorry about that.
I'm
well,
just gonna
everybody,
flip this round
thank
all
you
day.
very much. Please do stuck up on your...
This could be Emily's I'm leaving home bag.
Don't say that,
She puts
Sharon.
all her diamonds in it and off she goes.
Do you know what? We went strawberry picking yesterday, so she took her knapsack with her, and in there was her her letter E, which lights up because that was clearly needed. Some
Obs.
pens, obviously, a pack of mini cheddars, and
Sustenance.
yeah. And I thought that was all the food that she'd put in. And then she whipped out a couple of satsumas, one for her and one for her brother. She had all the stuff going on in
Love
there.
it.
Yeah.
Did you not get a satsuma?
No,
That's all right.
it's fine.
You just make your own.
Well, I picked my own. It's fine.
Love it, love it, love it.
Hang on. Colette says, sorry to ask, but how much marriage would be needed to put a 10-inch border on said Tilda quilt? Well, I'm not sure it's marriage that's
I think
needed.
it's yardage.
Yardage.
A 10-inch border all the way. Wait. Let me work this out. I'm just looking for a scrap piece of paper.
You can write on that if you want. Yardage. Let's
write
go
on
with
this?
yardage. Oh no, that's a pattern.
That'll be a no then. Normally at this point, Gemma has seen me looking around.
No, just write on the pattern there.
Oh.
Just write actually on the pattern. It's fine. Just don't do what my cleaner did the other day and use a pen that then. Oh no, that's a good pen. That's fine.
That one work?
Yeah. Meterage, yardage, marriage, any of it.
Works.
Got us all giggling. John's doing some maths. Bear with, Colette. Bear with. Maths is happening.
10 inches.
10 inches. Yeah, she wants a 10-inch border. That's going to look stunning, actually. It's a good job he's an accountant, isn't it? You know, you can do this. That there maths.
The annoying thing is you're 1 or 2 inches short. So you're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times 10 inches.
Or is
With
that
the
really
fabric.
lovely because it means that she'll be able to do a matching cushion?
Yep.
That's what we say.
Can we do the
Never
overhead?
annoying. Oh, overhead. Yeah. Oh, look, he's drawn you a map and everything, Colette. There you go.
So this is the quilt here. So that's 63. This is 81. So that one and that one will be 10 inches with the fabric. There's 2 of them. In theory, that's 82 because the fabric is normally 41. So that'll be 82, 82, which means this top bit here will be 83 inches by 10, 83 inches by 10. So you're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 width of fabric inches by 10. So you'll need 90 inches, which is just over 2 1/4. So I'd say 2.5 meters.
There you go. Job done. Boom. Well done, John.
Perfect.
So I'll just put that in the 2.5 meters.
Put 2.5 meters.
There you go.
But I would suggest just buy the whole bolt. That's what I would do. I'm not doing the backing the way they're doing their backing, though.
How are they doing their backing?
Their backing is a really lovely layout for their backing.
How are they doing it?
They're doing that.
Hang on.
They're doing that. So they're doing the pink with the stripy border and that. I'm doing it all in this blue.
Oh, yeah, one peacock.
Yeah.
Oh, that peacock's going to be hard to
So you need
come by.
you need 4.6 meters of a single fabric for the backing. Otherwise, you can use.
Why don't you just use the Tilda backing fabric that we stock, which is the super
I
wide
love
108?
that Tilda backing fabric.
There you go. Job
But
done.
for me, that blue, that peacock blue, is so beautiful. I just love it. And I'm quilting it the same way they have as well.
Are you?
Mm.
Straight, just lots of straight lines.
It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful.
That's what makes it, isn't it? Is that quilting at the end. Really beautiful.
And you can do that on any sewing machine as
Of
well.
course you can. Of course, it's really.
Absolutely.
They always quilt so beautifully, and we've had some of the Tilda samples in, and it's just
amazing.
gorgeous.
Right,
everybody.
sandwiches are calling.
Yes, thank you so much,
Thank
John.
you for being here.
And thank you for coming up. We will see you on the 11th
11th of July.
We look forward to that, and in the meantime, take care.
You too. And good luck with all your orders
Thank you very much.
and cutting it all out.
Well, that's well, Inga would choose this week, wouldn't she, to be away?
Of course
It's
you
fine.
would.
Yeah.
She's clever, that Inga.
Yeah.
But there's no guarantee. You don't have to send the kits out now. You can just rather send them out later and they're right. People aren't in a rush. You can't do anything till July anyway.
They'll be right. They'll be right, because I'm going to do them. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Give us a wave, John.
Bye.
Bye.